Good evening, everyone. Already 30 people. Wow, that's great. At 7 o'clock sharp, 30 people are already on the board. So here is your captain of the ship. Let us start with the the chapter which is most awaited, cash flow statement. Yes, everyone is very much eager to know about this cash flow statement. Yeah, okay, fine. Yes, Sandeep. Captain is there, yes. Very good evening, Jignesh. Very good evening to you also. Okay, let us start with a chapter called cash flow statement, because we have three chapters. Two chapters are small chapters that we'll do at the end, but I want to give more time to cash flow statement. That's the reason I was not taking cash flow statement in the starting two lectures. So for that I have taken an extra lecture so that we can cover the cash flow statement very thoroughly, and then the remaining three chapters are there actually, but in one chapter you don't require my guidance or my explanation. That is computerization in accounting. So what are the advantage of computerization in accounting? Arithmetical accuracy is there, speed is faster, you can check, and you can check the and do the correction process again and again, right, with fractions of seconds, within fractions of second. So lots of advantages. At the same time, disadvantages also there. So take care of that. So what is computerization account? Yes, Manish, you might get 50 questions or you might get 38 question ka paper, 36 question ka paper. That depends. If the sums are for 3 marks, you will get 36 question. But more or less in FA, at this sem, it is more or less likely to have 36 questions paper. Why? Because you are getting sums of 3 marks. Okay. Fine. So it is not compulsory that I've said 36 questions, so you'll get 36. Sometime that is all theory, Sandeep, that you have to go through, because in that which accounting softwares are their ERP system, enterprise resource planning. Approximately 6 sums, Kaushiki, 6 sums, minimum 6 sums, sorry, maximum 6 sums, and that 6 sums can be of 1 mark, or that 6 sums can be of 3 marks. Okay, mera bacha? Clear? Okay, so let us start with a chapter called cash flow statement. Now, as I told you, to communicate the result to the people who are linked with the company, we need to prepare 3 financial statements. One is the revenue statement, which you have done in the midterm exam, right? Then the balance sheet, which you have done in the midterm exam. And the third one is the cash flow statement. The third one is the cash flow statement. Now, why, first of all, I would like to ask you why there is a need of cash flow statement. You can get all the details in revenue statement as well as in balance sheet. So why there is a separate need of cash flow statement? Can anyone tell me why there is a separate need of cash flow statement on the basis of whatever you have learned in the midterm concepts and convention? If you know, remember that, you will be able to give the answer to me. Yes, Sigmund. Sigmund is saying that how to know the liquid cash in the company. Sorry, excuse me. Manish is saying that to know the inflow and outflow of cash. Kalpana is saying that to know the day-to-day cash expenses of cash. To understand the company's ability to pay all the debts. Suprakash, to understand the company's ability to pay all the debts, balance sheet is enough. Balance sheet is enough. Okay, my dear. Acha, Sigmund, to know only liquid cash, that is not the only reason to prepare cash flow statement. That is one of the reason. Absolutely right, beta. But that is not the only reason. Okay. Main reason is something different, my dear. Cash flow statement, definitely you need to know cash. No doubt about it. But why there is a separate statement? It's real time, Rishikesh is saying that it's real time. Balance sheet will have info which are cash and non-cash. Very good, Manish. You are hitting the bullseye. Very good. You are into the right track, my dear. You are in the right track. Manish has said our balance sheet will have info which are cash and non-cash. My dear, not only balance sheet. Not only balance sheet. Revenue also will have inflow regarding cash and non-cash. Yes? Yeah? Why balance sheet and revenue are having cash and non-cash item? Can you give me the reason for that? That is your answer. Why balance sheet and revenue statements are having cash and non-cash item both? Why they're not having only one item? Why? Can you tell me? Can you give me the reason? If you give me the reason of this question, that's the answer of the previous question which I've asked you. Can you tell me why there is cash and non-cash item in balance sheet as well as in revenue statement? Moini is saying some expenses are booked on accrual basis because, yes, Sigmund, Moini, you're absolutely right. Have you heard about accrual concept? Have you heard about accrual concept? Yes, Kalpana, you are also right. But we are not talking about advance. Advance is cash, my dear. But Kalpana, you know, accrual concept, Rishikesh, in the last midterm, you have studied about the concept. In that concept, there was one concept called matching concept and another concept called accrual concept. Matching concept says that you have to match you have to take the income and expense of the same year. The year should match of both the income and expense. So I have to take particular year's expense and particular year's income. The year of income and expense which you are taken into consideration for getting the results should be the same. Should be the same. Should be the same. So on that basis, whatever expense which is incurred by the company in the month of March, they have not paid. They have incurred. So matching concept says that this is this year expense. It is incurred in March. Though you are paying in April, electricity charges, telephone charges, salary of the employee. Though you have, though you are paying those people in the next coming month before 1 to 10. But the expense belongs to which year, my dear? This financial year. So matching concept says that this expense should be recorded as an expense in this year in order to get the results. But they have not paid. So accrual concept gave a condition, gave a right to record that particular expense which is not yet paid on accrual basis. So because of this accrual concept, you have recorded the expense which are paid in cash. At the same time, you have recorded the expense which have not paid in cash this year. But since it belongs to this year, it is an expense of this year, so we need to record on accrual basis. That means in our balance sheet and revenue statement, we have expense which are paid in cash. We have expense which are not paid in cash. So we have a mixed income and mixed expense. So the profit which you are getting in the revenue statement is not purely in cash. It may be 500 crores, but in that, how much cash is there? To know that position. See, cash flow statement is not prepared to calculate the cash balance. Cash balance you will get from the balance sheet, my dear. Cash balance you get from balance sheet. But I need to know that in the previous year, when I have done the operation of 5,000 crores, in that 5,000 crores, how much cash is involved? If out of 5,000, if 3,000 cash is involved, that means company can raise cash till 3,000. Because in that 5,000 crores, 3,000 cash is. So that will give me my strength. That will tell me my strength. That in future, if I am supposed to increase, means raise the money, cash, I can raise up to 3,000. Because in the 5,000 operation, it involves cash 3,000. Understood? So revenue statement and balance sheet is a mixture. And in that, why it is a mixture? Because we are following accrual concept. We are not only following cash concept, we are following accrual concept also. Accrual concept means expenses incurred but not paid, income earned but not received. Such type of income and expenses are recorded because of matching concept, and they are made recorded, they are made compulsory recorded due to the implementation of accrual concept. Matching concept says you have to write, and accrual concept has given the permission to write. So because of what happened, Nikhil, what happened, Rishikesh, what happened? Because of that, your revenue statement and your balance sheet is the mixture of cash and non-cash item. Yes or no? Yes or no? So for that, people, in order to know your strength, that in the whole year operation, how much cash is involved? Rishikesh, आपने concept and convention chapter किया था, my dear. Have you done concept and convention chapter in the midterm, my dear? Yes. In that, have you studied about matching concept? Can you tell me what is matching concept? What is, because of matching concept, what was happening? Tell me. Can you give me the statement? Because if you know that, then only you will be able to understand what I'm saying right now, my dear. Have you heard about accrual concept? Earning and expense of a particular period should be matched. Not matched means when you, if I'm talking about the year 2013, 1st April 2013 to 31st March 2014. If I have taken this financial year, I need to take income of this year less expense of this year, of the same year. Now, if that expense you have incurred, Rishikesh, now in the month of March, the company take the service of the employee. So the company need to pay salary to them. But they don't pay salary in the month of March. They pay salary in the month of April from 1st to 10th. In some of the company, it get credited in the midnight on 31st. I know. But forget about that company. Rishikesh, chalo, forget about salary. Suppose electricity. You have used the electricity in the month of March. Yes, Rishikesh. You have used the telephone service in the month of March. Did you pay that amount? Did you pay that amount? Yeah, did you pay that amount? But you have used, right? No, it will be paid in the next month till 10th of April or till 20th of April. But did you pay this year? Till March, did you paid? So matching concept, according to matching concept, it is this year's expense. Though you are paying in next year, yes or no, Rishikesh? Though you are paying in next year, but it is this year's expense. Yes. So matching concept says, since it is this year's expense, it should be recorded in this year. That is matching concept. The expense which you are writing and the income which you are writing, they should have a same financial year. There should be match. Their financial year should match. Okay. So though you have not paid the expense, can you write the expense? Matching concept is saying you have to write the expense because it is this year, but you have not paid it. If you are only following cash concept, you have not paid it, you will not write. Because, sir, we have not paid. How can we write this expense? It is not paid. But matching concept is saying you have to write. So there should be one more concept which helps the matching concept statement. Matching concept is that this expense should be recorded. But since it is not paid, the accountant is not paying. So accrual concept, accrual means outstanding. Accrual concept gives the permission to the accountant that since matching concept is saying that it is this year's expense, though it is not paid now, okay, I am introducing a new rule, accrual concept. Though the expense has incurred but not paid, but since it is this year's expense, you record on accrual basis. Rishikesh, you got my point. Okay, so that means I have written the expense which are paid in cash. I have written the expense which are not paid in cash, still pending. Right, Rishikesh? So, yeah, both in balance sheet as well as in revenue, my dear. Definitely yes. Yes or no? So, in the whole year, there may be operation of 5,000 crores. In the whole year, there may be operation of 5,000. In that, Rishikesh, you should know that how much cash, pure cash is involved. Because the transaction are mixed. It may be on credit also. It may be on cash also. But the transaction need to be recorded. Yes or no, Rishikesh? We are not only writing cash transaction, we are writing credit transaction as well as cash transaction, because accrual concept give me that permission to write credit transaction also. Yes. So I need to know in this operation, in this volume, 5,000 crores, how much cash is involved. If only 500 crores cash is involved, that means company's position is not good. They cannot raise the fund. They cannot raise the cash when the new opportunity is available to them. But in the 5,000, if the inflow and outflow of cash is near about 3,000 crores, that means company's position is good. This indicates that the company, in the flow of 5,000, there is actual flow. There is actual flow in the display. In the volume of 5,000, the actual flow of cash is 3,000. Yes, yes, Sharmil, I will give you that answer. Okay, so now that gave rise to make a separate statement which will only show the inflow and outflow of cash, which is difficult to find out because we have a mixture of cash and non-cash. Yes, Rishikesh. Now you understood. Now you understood. Now you understood why you prepare. For to know the exact cash position means to know the exact cash flow in the business. To know the exact cash flow in the business, to know the exact cash flowing in the business, out of 5,000 crores, how much cash is flowing in that 5,000? पूरा उधार पे है कि उसमें कैश इन्वॉल्व है. सो कितना कैश इन्वॉल्व है, that is the strength of the company. Okay, that is the strength of Vinod. We are doing the chapter number 5, cash flow statement, Vinod. Okay, so just started why there is the need of cash flow statement. So because of that, since we have a mix transactions in revenue statement and the balance sheet, which involves cash and non-cash. So that to know how much cash is flowing, there is a flow of 5,000 crores. But in that flow, how much cash is there involved in that? That is the strength of the company. To know that strength, because that strength should be known to the people who are linked with the company. To know that strength, we prepare cash flow statement. Okay. Okay, fine. It is just like, have you heard about Rishikesh? Have you heard about Lal Bagh Raja? Lal Bagh Cha Raja. Have you heard about Lal Bagh Cha Raja? Yes, my dear. So in Lal Bagh Cha Raja, that donation petty, that donation box, the people put candle in that, people put chandi in that, people put silver, people put gold, people put cash, people put note, people put coin, right? So now, that is a mixture. Not only cash, it involves other thing also. Yes, Rishikesh. Now, if the Lal Bagh Ka Raja people want to know how much pure cash is there, sir, that is a cash now. It is in the Dan Peti, there is a cash. Yeah, I agree. That include cash, but that include tamba, that include chandi, that include gold, that include coconut, that include peda also. Some of the people put peda also. Some of them put candles. Because they have sold ki I will put candle, doll. If you go to Mount Mary Church, there if you have prayed that please give me a house, and that wishes is fulfilled, many people wishes got fulfilled, and they put a candle ka house there. Yes, right now. So in that Dan Peti, it is a mixture of all. Now I want to know. Thank you, Vanessa. Oh my God, a very difficult and a very beautiful name. How to pronounce, my dear? Prasanna, Vanessa. What should I pronounce you, my dear? What should I pronounce? Because your name is... Good evening, Kani. Very difficult. Michael, I will pronounce Michael. Is it okay? Michael, is it okay? Yes, I've started, Sharmila, I've started the new chapter because I have supposed to, last time I completed a chapter and I'm supposed to start a new chapter today. That is cash flow statement, the most awaited chapter for all non-commerce student. Commerce student know this chapter very well. I don't know, but I'm saying from my side, very well. Okay, fine. So Rishikesh, now you understood why you are preparing a cash flow statement. So for preparing, thank you, Sandeep. Clear? So cash flow statement is not prepared to know the closing balance of cash. Keep that statement out of your mind. Throw that statement from your mind. Throw that particular, what you say, idea from your mind that we prepare cash flow statement to know the cash balance. That you know from the balance sheet only. We have cash balance in the balance sheet. No, my dear, cash balance is a closing balance. That you come to know in the balance sheet only. In the current asset, cash balance and bank balance. No, but in the whole year, the operations took place of 5,000 crores. Right? That is the Lal Bagh Ka Raja Ka Daan Peti. In that, how much pure cash is involved? That is the strength of the company. Understood? So to know that strength, people require cash flow statement. Why? Because the whole transaction is a mixture of cash and non-cash. So I have to know the cash position. Thank you, Snail. So sweet of you. Yes, Rishikesh, what is your question, my dear? Tell me. Less cash position. No, my dear. If cash is more, the company can raise the fund to that much extent. If the cash is less, company cannot raise the fund to much extent. There is a limitation. Okay. Rishikesh, you got the point. But in future aspect, you can say less cash is equal to company's position is strong. No, it is not like that. Cash invested in management is a different story, my dear Rishikesh. Cash invested is different. But in the operation, how much cash is involved? Because हमारे पास डे टू डे कैश के लिए जो पैसा है वो कैश अंदर कितना इन्वॉल्व है, क्रेडिट बेसिस पे कितना चल रहा है, हाउ मच इज क्रेडिट एंड हाउ मच इज कैश. दैट पोजीशन शुड बी बैलेंस्ड. इट शुड नॉट बी कोई भी एक अच्छा है कम नहीं होना चाहिए. यस, जितना या रोकड़ा कितना है. अंडरस्टूड? ओके. Yes, my dear, in cash, but cash flow statement is not prepared to calculate the cash balance. That was I was saying, my dear. We have to take cash balance. So cash flow statement is not prepared for knowing the cash balance. That is already there. Cash and bank is the same, my dear Michael. It is the same. Cash balance and bank balance is the same. We have to take both in cash flow statement. Okay, what I was saying, now there are two methods for preparing cash flow statement. There are two methods for preparing cash flow statement. One, direct method. Second, indirect method. How many methods are there to calculate cash flow statement? Two, direct method, indirect method. How many methods are there to prepare cash flow statement? Two, direct method, indirect method. Okay? Fine. Acha. In direct method or indirect method, we need to prepare cash flow statement. For preparing cash flow statement, either by direct method or indirect method, we need to calculate cash flow. Lalit, we are doing fifth chapter, that is cash flow statement. Okay, Lalit, the chapter remaining is 6th, 10th and 11th. Sorry, chapter is 6th, 9th, 10th and 11th. 6th, 9th, 10th and 11th. 4 chapters are there. Out of that, one chapter, Lalit, you have to do on your own. That is computerization in accounting process. Right? In that, you have to just learn which are the softwares which are now available in the market, which made the accounting very easy, less time consuming. Previously, it was more time consuming, right? So that chapter, there is no 6 I have completed, 7 I have completed, 8 I have completed. Okay, fine, Lalit Kumar. So please If I am leaving the chapter, don't complain. Papi पेट का सवाल है. Don't complain to the management that this sir has taken extra lecture, but he has not completed the 11th chapter. I have not taken 11th chapter in PCP also, because that is a general knowledge chapter you have to do on your own. It is a self-study. 10 and 11 chapter are self-study for you. No, Rishikesh, that is a wrong statement, means no, wrong idea which you are having in the in your mind. Okay, fine. No, Rishikesh, if I am more clear, you can go to the V lecture, my dear Rishikesh. Now, because अगर ये करते रहोगे ना, तो it will take time long. So what happened ना? We will not be able to complete the remaining 2 chapters, my dear. I want to make this. See, the concept, basically concept. Now, what happens to? I have given a Lal Bagh ka example. Now, in Lal Bagh ka example, the donation box is having cash, currency note. Then they are having tamba, they are having silver, they are having gold, they are having brass, they are having candle, they have put a coconut also. Now, when the people who are working there, if they want to know the cash balance, the total it is showing 500 crores. Suppose, example, 10 crores or 12 crores. But in that 10 crores and 12 crores, how much is cash? How much is cash? See, 1200 crores, you are including the value of gold, you are including the value of silver. Okay? To get that cash, we need to sell that in the market. So I don't know whether it will be sold easily or not. Right now. So I want in that 12 lakhs, how much is the pure cash? So what I will do? I will segregate, right? So will I segregate cash from that, or will I segregate the non-cash item from that? Rishikesh, tell me. Which will be easier for the company? Which will be easier for the... See, from that donation part, we have cash, we have silver, we have gold, we have coconut, and we have bronze. Cash flow is accumulation of total currency. Yes, Kani sir, you're right. Okay. So, which is easier for you from that dan peti, from that donation box, which is easier for you to remove the non-cash item which are few, or to remove the cash item which are more? Which is easier, Kani? Mr. Kani? R. Kani? Which is easier? From that donation box, which should I remove the cash coin note, or should I remove the when I am segregating, it is easier for me to remove the non-cash? My dear Sharmila, management is taking care of you. Because of that, you got an extra lecture. Otherwise, we have only 2 lectures to complete the portion. But it is only because they are thinking of you, and they are giving this extra lecture. Understood? Which is not actually from the timetable. There is only two lectures for each subject. But since they are thinking of you, right? It is they are giving you for 3 lectures. So management is already doing a great job for you, my dear. So they have some limitations. So because of that, it is not possible to fix in one VCF lecture only 2 chapters. Okay, my dear. See, we are here to take care of all art student and all science student, my dear. So why are you worrying about it, Sharmila? I am there to help you out, beta. Don't worry. Yes. And Sharmila, you know this the lecture which we are conducting here, the control room is at Andheri, but the what do you say? It is directed from Italy. So you are spending a very penny amount, small amount. But management is spending, means the college is spending a very bigger amount for you people. The server is at Italy. The control room is at Andheri, and we are taking lecture from here. So You are saying that we are spending enough money on internet, we should get the better value for the lectures. My dear Sharmila, you don't know anything. That the lecture, basically this lecture, the server is at Italy. You know Italy, France and all that country. The Italy is, their server is there. The control room is at Andheri, Horizon, and we are taking lecture at this center. So for them, it is to conduct one lecture, they are paying lots of amount, my dear. So in front of that, what you are paying is very small amount, Sharmila. So we can't fight with this word that we are spending money on internet and so that we should get value for our lecture. We know we have only one center, that is at Matunga. Chembur is not our center, it is a franchisee. Okay, Sharmila, my dear. So we can't say like that, my dear. It is wrong if you say like that to the management, because they have also some limitations, my dear. And you know, there the timings are different. Here the timings are different. If they are given stipulated time 9:30, if 9:30 we stop, then the rates, the charges will be okay. But if you are going beyond that, we all professors go beyond that, so they have to pay double what they are paying. Okay, so my dear, please think of that what you are saying and then go ahead. Okay, so what I was saying, so what I was asking, because I was asking this question because it will help you. What I was saying, thank you, Rishikesh. You should be proud of Wellington Institute. Definitely yes, because they have, this course is available in many other colleges, but the infrastructure which is provided to you is way ahead of other colleges. Way ahead. Means we are giving you, you know, something which is beyond every college's limit. When VCF is first introduced in India, Wellinger was the first. Wellinger was the first to give that VCF2, and on that seeing Wellinger, people have started VCF, and their VCF is also one time for one subject. If you are there, TK, no problem, get lost, it's okay. It is like that. But here it is not like. All professors are dedicated and all professors are there to just see that every student should get satisfied. Okay, so I'm very sorry since I use this thoda harsh word, but my dear, since you are saying something against my college who provides us bread and butter, I can't take that thing. Yes, Sharmila. So first you have to analyze the thing, that before saying anything, before commenting anything, you should first know what is happening exactly. It is not a video lecture that we are recording here and showing it to you. Okay, it was not so easy. This software is patented by that Italy people, and we have to pay royalty for that. Okay, Farah, I'm very sorry. Sharmila, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I'm just, okay, come to the lecture. Acha. There are two methods. One is direct method and indirect method. There are two methods to calculate cash flow statement for direct method and indirect method. For both the method, if you want to prepare cash flow statement, in both the method, if you want to prepare cash flow statement, you need to, yeah, Suprakash, why you prepare cash flow statement? Because in revenue statement and balance sheet, we have considered both cash and non-cash. So the revenue statement and balance sheet is a mixture of cash and non-cash. I want only the cash. I need to know that what is the inflow and what is the outflow of cash throughout the year in my business. To know that strength, because that is the strength of the company. That company can raise this much cash when they are in need. Itna cash wo raise kar sakte. That is the strength which I want to know. Right? So to know that, from that mixture of the entry, I have to segregate the cash items. Now, it is difficult for me to segregate cash item out of that because cash items are more than the non-cash item. So what I will do, I will go in an indirect way. What? I will remove the non-cash. I have removed the non-cash items. I'll remove, yes. I remove the non-cash items. Instead of removing cash from that donation box, what I will remove? I'll remove gold, I will remove silver, I will remove brass, I will remove candle, I will remove coconut because they are lesser item. And remaining what is there is purely cash. Right? So there are two methods for preparing cash flow statement. One is direct method, second one is indirect method. In both the method, you need to do calculation of cash flow from three different activity. I repeat. Yes, my dear, absolutely, Rishikesh. What a beautiful statement you have made. Level of fresh air in the office area where we sense carbon dioxide, not the oxygen. अच्छा statement तुमने compare किया, connect किया. Very good, Rishikesh. Okay, what I was saying, to prepare cash flow statement, I need to calculate net cash flow from three different activity. Net cash flow from three different activity. One, operational activity. Second, investment activity. Third, financing activity. Not financial, financing activity, my dear. Sigmund. Okay, so operating activity, cash flow from operating activity, cash flow from investing activity, and cash flow from financing activity. So if you want to prepare a cash flow statement, I need to calculate cash flow from three different activities. Only three activities are there bifurcated in cash flow statement. One, operation, buying and selling of goods, buying of raw material, converting them into finished goods, selling it, getting cash from the debtors, and then giving payment to the suppliers. Buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, production, buying, selling, production, all that. That is operation. So purchase of raw material, sale of goods, paid wages, paid staff salary, printing and stationery, advertisement, all that expense is operating. Yes or no? Yes or no? Clear? Okay. Now investing activity. What is investing activity, sir? The cash flow, rent is also an operating activity because rent you pay for the premises which you use. If you purchase land, my dear Simuk, then it is an investing activity. First, let me finish the explanation of all the activities. Then you can ask me this question because Simuk. Okay, first let me finish the explanation because I have just now explained only the operating activity. Now, can you identify which activity is operating now? Purchase of material. Purchase of material. Operating. Sale of goods. Sale of goods. Wages paid. Wages paid. Hey, Kaushiki, how it is investing, my dear? Operation means production and selling, right? In production and selling, what are the expenses you incur? Salary, wages, admin expense, selling and distribution department expense, all that expense, the factory expenses, all that expenses are you incurred because of for your operation. Yes or no, Kaushiki? Day-to-day expenses incurred for your operation. It cannot be investing. And Kaushiki, till now, I have not explained you investing. So I will not put a question on investing. If I am putting a question on investing, you should say me, sir, how can you ask question when you have not yet explained? That is your right. You can ask that. Yes, mera bacha. Okay, Kaushiki. So, operating activity, only transaction which takes place for production and sale. Expenses which is incurred for production and sale of goods. Production and sale of goods. Purchase of raw material. Which activity? Operating. Sale of finished goods. Acha, administrative expense. Selling and distribution expense. Very good. If I say purchase of machinery, sir, it is not operating. It is not operating. Don't say investing. Did I explain you investing? Did I explain you investing till now? So why you are saying investing? Your answer is not wrong. But did I explain you investing? Yes. When I am not allowing you to ask any question regarding investing or financing, so you should not also allow me to ask question. You should not also give me answer regarding investing. Yes or no? I'm right or wrong? Tell me, Kani sir, what do you say? Yes? Okay, fine. Now, what is investing activity? The inflow, yeah, say not operating. Yes, non-operating. Okay, the inflow, rent is an operating, Lalit, because you pay rent for your factory premises. You pay rent for your office premises. You have not purchased that. If you purchase, definitely it will be an investing activity because it is an investment for you. Okay, Lalit, my dear. Legal expense, operating. Audit fees, operating. Electricity charges, operating. Power and fuel, operating. Coal and gas, operating. Rent is an operating, my dear Ranjan. Right now only I told to Mera Bacha Lalit. Again you are asking me the same. Where you people are now? IPL is over. Why? Where your concentration is now? Ranjan, where you're concentrating now? IPL is over. Yeah, all the cheerleaders are gone back to their country. They have paid their amount. They are back to their country. So whom you are staring right now? Whom you are concentrating? Okay, okay. Audio is not proper. Just hold on. I will increase the volume of the audio and I will keep the microphone a little bit away from me so that, because when I talk in a louder way, the microphone volume get decreased automatically. I don't know why it. Yeah. Yeah, it is an operating interest because IPL is a total operation. Their overall operation was IPL ka matches. So whatever expense you pay all the cheerleaders, to all the umpires, to all the players, it is an operating. Yes? Okay, now, cash inflow. Yes, Kani sir, what was your question? Machinery purchase is an investment. Yes, I will explain that. Yes, my dear. Yes, I will come to your point. Just hold on because the voice is the volume is reducing again and again. Just hold on, just hold on. Asset, fixed asset and investment. That is your investing activity. Inflow and outflow of cash because of your fixed assets and investment, not the current asset. Current asset is operating. Current liabilities is operating. So in the balance sheet, you have four segments. Asset side, four segments. A, fixed asset. B, investment. C, current asset, and E, miscellaneous expenditure. Okay, Mansoor. So inflow and outflow of cash, inflow and outflow of cash because of assets. Machinery, Kani sir, machinery is not current asset. Current assets are those which get converted into cash within 12 months. Do you think that machinery get converted into cash in 12 months? Do you think? No. So I told you fixed asset and investment is investing activity. Stock, material, they get converted into cash within 12 months. Yes or no? That is current asset. Machinery, Kani sir, machinery, furniture, land, building, motor car, motor truck, they are all assets which are not purchased again and again. Right? They are purchased for a longer period of time. Okay, sir. So, whenever there is inflow and outflow of cash, Kalpana, fixed assets are those assets which involves huge amount and they are historical cost. Means once the cost is incurred, we are not going to incur again and again in that particular. We are not going to incur that particular expense again and again. Example: machinery, plant and building, plant and machinery, land and building, furniture, motor car, engineering tools. Do you keep on purchasing this land, engineering tools, motor car, plant and machinery again and again? So fixed assets are those assets which cannot be easily converted into cash as and when needed. Understood? They are used for a longer period of time. It benefits last over many years. Okay, fine, Kalpana. So now if I'm talking that sale of goods, which activity? Sale of goods, which activity? Sale of goods. Very good. It is operating. Great. because now you are familiar with operating and investing. Sale of machinery. Now Kalpana, you can say it is investing na beta. Why you are saying non-operating? Now you can say investing because I explained you investing. Yes Kalpana, Podar Kalpana, not Boricha Kalpana. I'm talking about Podar Kalpana. Okay. Yes Kalpana. Okay. Purchase of machinery. Investing activity. Snail, machinery you purchase again and again for your operation? Or it is a one-time investment, Snail? Purchase of machinery. One time, na? So which activity it is? Operating or investing? Investing. Thank you. Okay. Purchase of raw material. Purchase of raw material. Very good. It is an operating activity. कौशिकी, रॉ मटेरियल इन्वेस्टिंग कैसा होता है मेरा बच्चा? क्यों ऐसा करते हो तुम लोग? जानबूझकर ऐसा कर रहे हो? आर यू डूइंग इट डेलिबरेटली टू टेक रिवेंज फ्रॉम मी दैट आई शाउटेड एट यू टुडे? Kaushiki, you are into a production of cloth. Kaushiki, suppose you are a manufacturer of cloth. You are having a textile industry. So what is your operation? To purchase machinery, or your operation is to produce cloths? Tell me. Kaushiki, in this example, what is your operation? To purchase, to manufacture cloth, or to purchase machinery? Kaushiki, mera bacha, give the answer so that it will be clear to you. Manufacturing cloth. So, purchase of cotton seed means it is a raw material. Purchase of cotton seed. Is it an operating activity for you? Because cotton seed you purchase? No, it is not operating. If you don't purchase cotton seed, from that cotton seed you get the thread, and from that thread, after weaving that thread, you manufacture what? So purchase of cotton seeds. What is that? Operating. Purchase of machinery, big boilers, big equipments. What is that? Operating. You keep on buying machinery and boilers, or one time it is invested. So now, Kaushiki, when I'm talking about raw material you purchase once. Kaushiki, raw material you purchase once, or you purchase again and again because of your operation. So it is an operating activity. So what was not clear, my dear? What was not clear? Everything is clear. You are confusing yourself. Sale of machinery, Mansoor, तुम्हारा operation कपड़े बनाने का है. You are manufacturing cloths. For that you require machinery. So you don't keep on selling machinery. You keep on selling your cloths, right? So machinery, when it becomes old, at that time you sell. So it is an investing part, right? Yes or no? Mansoor, have you done balance sheet chapter of midterm? In that, I have divided the balance sheet asset side into 4 categories. Fixed asset. In fixed asset, machinery, land and building, furniture and fixtures, motor car, leasehold premises, freehold premises, engineering tools, patents, goodwill, all this were fixed asset. Yes or no, Mansoor? When I'm talking about fixed asset, Kaushiki, how sale of good is operating? You are asking me that question. I don't understand how to explain you. Now I'm finding it difficult, my dear. Your operation, which activity is called operation? Which you do regularly. Which you do regularly. You produce and you sell. You produce and you sell. Suppose you are a manufacturer of textile industry. You are a textile industry. You are having a textile industry. What is your product? What is your operating in the overall year? What operation you are going to do, and what you get? Cloths. So cloth is a goods for you. Yes or no? Cloth is a goods for you. So sale of goods is what? Which activity? The activity which is done in frequent basis, which are every now and then, it is a part of your operation, which is keep on going on and on and on. That is operating. Machinery don't keep on purchase again and again. Machinery, you are not selling it again and again. Machinery has outdated. Machinery has become outdated, and so you have to go for a new machine. That's the reason you are selling the old machine. You got the point? Okay, fine. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Yes, Sigmund, you can ask me. जल्दी जल्दी पूछो, जल्दी. Yes, Neil, I will come to that point at the end. You are right, Snail. Yeah, in IT company, purchase of PC is fixed asset. So it is a investing activity. But purchase of software you keep on purchasing for a new project. If the new project is based on Oracle, so you have to buy Oracle ka software. If the new project is based on Java, you have to buy Java ka software. So software is a keyboard and mouse is also, because keyboard and mouse, it is a frequent expenses, means you keep on buying. It is an operational. But the PC you have purchased, it is fixed. It is an investing activity. All recurring expense are operating activity. Smooth. If you feel like that, keyboards and mouse are purchased again and again, so definitely it is an operating activity. But PC don't keep on purchase again and again. Keyboard, because of usage, that becomes destroyed, so you keep on purchasing again and again. Microphone. Understood? Clear? Okay. Shall I move further? Now, okay. What I say, Simuk, but when you purchase computer के साथ keyboard और mouse आते हैं, लेकिन mouse, the extra peripheral activity which keep on buying ना, that is operating. But software is operating. Software you purchase is operating. You are replacing the memory, the RAM memory. That is operating. Okay, fine. Now move on to the next category called financing activity. Yeah, Mansoor. Now Mansoor has given, definitely Mansoor, now your operation is manufacturing of machinery. So that machinery is an asset for the Samnela party. But for you it is goods, my dear, because your operation is machine. In that case it is operating. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Mansoor has given me one condition that, sir, if I'm a machine manufacturer and keep on selling the machinery again and again, then, my dear, the item in which you deals is a goods for you. When you're talking about goods, it is a operating activity, but that machinery is an asset for me, fixed asset for me. I don't keep on purchasing that machinery. So for me, it is a investing activity, but for you, since it is a goods. Yeah, robotic automation is an investing activity because it is done once. Okay. Yes, Praveen, you are right. Machine used in manufacturing, the machine is a fixed asset. It is an investing activity, but the machine which you have manufactured, it is an operating activity. Chalo, aage badhte hain. Now the last one is which activity? Financing activity. The last one is financing activity. Financing activity. Samadhan, you purchase a mobile. Mobile is an asset. Now, for you, mobile is a fixed asset. You don't keep on purchasing mobile. Bale, you are paying in a monthly. The monthly bill is operating. Absolutely right, Samadhan. Mobile is a fixed. It is an investing activity. Very good, Samadhan. Purchase of mobile is an investing activity. Paying monthly bill is an operating activity. Absolutely right. So, move financing activity. Now, when I'm talking about inflow and outflow of cash because of the company's borrowings, because of the company's borrowing, because of the company's borrowing, the link is, you are saying, Bharat, you are saying the link is, just hold on, I will just check the link and then I will get back to you. Till that time, just listen to me. Just listen to me. What I was saying, that the inflow and the outflow of cash because of company borrowing. See, company borrow. For what purpose company borrow? In order to finance the business. Yes or no? For what purpose company borrow the fund? In order to finance the business. For borrowing the funds, for financing the business, company company has two sources from where the company can raise the fund. One, by issuing the share capital in the market. You can sell the share, you can issue the shares in the market and get the money from the shareholders. They become the partner. And you can borrow funds. You can issue debentures, borrow funds from various banks. So you can borrow the funds from various financial institute, or you can borrow the fund from the shareholders. If you are borrowing the fund from the shareholders, they become the partner of your company. And if you are borrowing the funds from financial institute or from debenture holder, they are not the partner. They are the financer of the company. So if cash flow is coming in and going out because of these two items, share capital and borrowed fund, then it is a financing activity. Then it is a financing activity. I repeat, issue of shares. To raise the fund for the business, I issue the shares of my company. So it is a financing activity. Now, shares are issued. At one point of time, I have to pay the money back to the shareholders. Preference shareholders are to be paid because they are the temporary partner of the company. Now, don't ask me, sir, what is the difference between equity share and preference share? That is there in the what? Previous term. Lending cash. My dear, lending cash is not my operation. My operation is production, Rishikesh. How you forget that your activity is operation? For operation, you need money. For that, you are borrowing. So borrowing is done for financing your business. It is not for operating. Okay, so it is not operating. It is not an operating. Loan is an financing activity. Loan taken, financing activity. Loan paid, financing activity. Share issue, financing activity. Share redeemed. Redeem means we make the payment back to the shareholders. Preference shareholder get their money back from the company within the period of 10 years. It is a rule. They are the temporary partner of the company. Whereas equity shareholders, they will not get the money back from the shareholders, from the company. If they want their money back, they can sell the share in the market. Okay. After some time, it happens that company can pay back to the shareholder, equity shareholders also. That is what called buyback of shares. What is that called? Buyback of shares. To finance the fund, to raise the fund by borrowings is a financing activity. Selling asset, Kani sir, selling asset is an investing activity. Loan लेके finance उसको financing activity बोलते हैं. Assets, you have already purchased the assets, right? So it was investment. So from that you are getting money. That is also used in the finance. I agree, but that is investing activity. Okay, just hold on. I'll come back in a couple of minutes. Because you people are, I don't know from where you are getting operating. श्वेता, मशीनरी खरीदना या ट्रक खरीदना, ट्रक आप गड़ी खरीदते रहोगे श्वेता? वो ट्रक आप अपने ऑपरेटिंग के लिए यूज करोगे, आई एग्री, बट आप ट्रक घड़ी खरीदते हो क्या? आप अपनी गाड़ी, suppose you are using a car daily for your office, I agree, but do you keep on purchasing daily a new car? Tell me, daily a new car? How it is an operating, Virendra? How it is an operating? Tell me, give me a good reason. Operating मतलब तुम्हारा business, daily का business. What is your daily business? Production. Production का क्या है? वो तुम्हारा operating है. You just take a break of 1 minute, revise it. I'm sitting here, revise it. And then I'll shoot questions because I have to just now I'm at a completion stage. I'm at a completion stage. Just revise it, what I have just given. Sweetie, we are not supposed to prepare cash flow statement because in exam you are going to get question which activity. So you should know that answer. Whether it is inflow or outflow, you should know the answer. So when you are not able to identify the activity, then going further is meaningless, beta, sweetie. We are not supposed to prepare any cash flow statement. That is not required. Yeah. So have you gone through whatever I explained in your mind, subconscious mind? My dear Reddy, if you are purchasing a car, it is an investing activity because you are purchasing an asset. Car purchasing is an asset. So if you are purchasing a car, if you are selling a car, for an individual, car purchase or car sale, it is an investing activity. But putting petrol in that is an operating activity. Okay, sir. No, Sharmila, inflow means paisa ayo. In Marodi Bhasha, I can use the word paisa ayo, paisa gyo. Cash comes in, cash goes out. That is inflow. Inflow matlab paisa, rokda, Lakshmi Mummy, Lakshmi Ma. Coming in, inflow. Lakshmi, cash, going out, outflow. Any transaction regarding purchase and sale of asset is investing. Any transaction of raising the loan taking and loan payment is financing. And any transaction of production and sale, operating. Purchase of material. For a dealer, car sale is an operating. Definitely yes. Reddy, that's the reason I asked you that for you, for an individual, not for a dealer's point of view. Dealer is, his operation is buying and selling of car. Sorry. Moini, रुको पहले. Issue of the purchase of material. Yes, Sharmila, you are right. When you take loan, cash comes in. When you pay loan, cash goes out. When you take loan, inflow. When you pay loan, outflow of cash. Cash, you have to see cash. That's the reason chapter name is cash. Become Marwadi. Marwadi means Rajasthani people. Only talk about cash. Paisa ayo, paisa gyo. Paisa ayo, paisa gyo. Have you seen that movie Karan Arjun? Thakur do gyo. Same dialogue, but you have to use paisa ayo, paisa gyo. Paisa ayo, paisa gyo. Paisa comes in, issue of apna, inflow of cash. Paisa goes out, outflow of cash. Okay. Now, first of all, the question will be asking in the exam that what is this activity? Financing, investing, or operating? If you are not able to answer this, then near about, I will say 8 marks you will get from this chapter. 8 marks. 8 marks. I repeat, 8 mark का ये chapter है. If people are not able to understand Hindi, English, 8 marks, 8 marks will be there from this chapter. 8 marks इस chapter के minimum question है. Now, sale of goods. Goods. Very good. Operating. It is, Sharad, right now don't say it is inflow and out. वो बाद में देखते हैं. Inflow and outflow is another question. ठीक है. Now first I want to make you clear about the activity. We know that I will give you afterwards. Right now you concentrate on this, मेरा बच्चा, please. अच्छा. Delivery van expense. Delivery van expense. I'm not talking about purchase of delivery van. I'm talking about the kharcha, petrol, maintenance. Yes, it is operating. Absolutely right. It is an operating activity. Purchase of delivery van. Purchase, asset. Purchase of delivery van. Very good. Kudos to you all. Investing. Sale of delivery van. The delivery van is old, become old. खुश कौशिकी, आपका वैन बेचने का बिजनेस नहीं है बेटा. जब डिलीवरी वैन एसेट है तो डिलीवरी वैन बेचना भी एसेट ही हुआ ना. वैन बेचना आपका काम नहीं, आपका काम है गुड्स बेचना. लेकिन डिलीवरी वैन हैज बिकम ओल्ड, सो यू आर सेलिंग इट. Now I will stop this chapter. Definitely I will stop this chapter because you will make me mad today. I don't know what is happening wrong that you are not able to understand the chapter, my dear. फाइनेंसिंग कहां से आ गया बाबा, फाइनेंसिंग कहां से आ गया? बैंक लोन टेकन, बैंक लोन टेकन. Yes, Srinivas, sale of delivery van is an investing activity because you are selling the assets. Whenever cash is coming in or going out because of your assets, investing. Okay, wages paid for workers. Very good. It is operating. Salary of the staff. Creditors paid off. Creditors means suppliers. Creditors means suppliers. Suppliers paid off. Which activity? Operating. Very good. I told you creditors, debtors are all operating activity. Very good. Debtors, money received. Money received from debtors, customers. Very good. Operating activity. Issue of shares. Issue of shares. Financing activity. Very good. Those who are saying investing, I am very sorry. It is financing activity. Financing activity. Financing. Redemption of shares. Issue of shares means you are getting money. Redemption of shares means you are paying back the money. Again it is financing activity. जब पैसा आया फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी है, तो उससे अगर पैसा गया तो फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी होना चाहिए, वो इन्वेस्टिंग होगा नहीं. बैंक लोन टेकन. Debenture is a loan, Bharat. When you issue shares, similarly you issue debentures. When issue word comes, it is a liability. Liability means financing activity. When you issue shares, financing activity. When you issue debentures, financing activity. But when you sell shares or debentures, it is investing activity, because you have purchased the shares of some other company, you have purchased a debenture of some other company, you are selling it. Sale and purchase of shares and debenture is investing. Sale and purchase of shares and debenture is investing. Issue is financing. Okay, fine. Issue of shares is financing. Sale of share is investing. Okay, acha. Now you have to tell me inflow of cash or outflow of cash. Inflow of cash or outflow of cash. Inflow of cash or outflow of cash. Okay, पैसा आया कि पैसा go. Money is coming in, so say inflow. money is going out, say outflow. Sale of machinery. Inflow, outflow, no cash. Lakshman, now you are not supposed to tell me about operating or investing. Just tell me it is inflow. Okay, Swati, if you have told investing and inflow, very good. Ashish, if you sell your machinery, cash will be going out for you. Yes, my dear Ashish. When you are selling your machinery, cash is going out for you. So why you are writing outflow? Yeah, why you are writing outflow, Ashish? What happened to you? You need cup of tea? Or you have taken contract from someone to kill the Samnela party who is explaining you? Huh? I will pay you 1 rupee more. Take the contract of that opposite person who have given the contract to you. Yes, Reddy, you are absolutely right. Reddy sir. Okay. Purchase of raw material is in inflow, outflow, no cash. क्या बात है, very good. Sale of goods, inflow, outflow, no cash. sale of goods, inflow, outflow, no cash. Samadhan, sale of goods is an outflow of cash. Agar aap, if you are selling your product, so cash is going out, you'll sell the product, at the same time you'll pay him cash. Okay, you buy my cash, you buy my product, take the money. Is it like that, my dear? No. Okay. Depreciation, is it inflow, outflow, no cash? It is no cash, because cash is not coming in, neither going out. Depreciation is a loss. Purchase of material on credit. Purchase of material on credit, udhar pe kharida. Is it inflow, outflow, no cash? Ashish, is it inflow, outflow, no cash? It is no cash, right? Purchase of material on credit, Vinay. On credit, that means on udhar. So you have not paid the money, my dear. Did you pay the money? So is it inflow, outflow, no cash? Yeah, we will pay cash some other day. So that the other day when you pay that, at that time it is outflow. But today, at this moment of time, Sumit, ultimately we have to pay. I also know ultimately you have to pay, my dear. But at present, is it inflow, outflow, no cash? No cash. Bad debts, is it inflow, outflow, no cash? Yeah, we are talking on present term only, my dear. Bad debts. Bad debts is the loss because someone was supposed to give you money, but he didn't pay the money. So cash is neither coming in nor going out. It is no cash. Very good, Srinivasan. Absolutely right, my dear. Okay, so now you are familiar with the inflow, outflow, no cash. Now you are familiar with the, what you say, transaction. Okay, now to prepare, what do you say, cash flow statement, we have two methods. In both the, we need to calculate cash flow from three different activity. The only difference between these two methods is the calculation of cash from operating activity. Direct method, in that the transactions are into cash. You record only those transactions which are in cash. Is it possible in our business that we record only cash transaction? Because in our business, transaction takes place, but at a very lower, all the transaction are on credit only, right? So it is possible, direct method is possible only for those who are, who are having all the transaction on cash basis. Retail businesses, restaurant, yes, Rishikesh. So when you are doing the business on cash basis, then operating activity can be calculated directly on cash basis. There is no non-cash item. So for that company, direct method is useful. But in our company, in our case, yes, kirana shop, restaurants, hospitals, right, all cash basis, right? So their cash direct method is working. But in our company, there are much of the transaction where there is a credit period, 20 days, 30 days. So accrual basis only, right? So in that case, we have to follow indirect method. So in indirect method, from the revenue statement, from the P&L, profit and loss account. Now I will show you one, this thing on, just hold down. Yes, and the bad debts written off is a no cash item. You're absolutely right. Yeah, issued check or payment is considered as cash only. Check is a cash only, na? Okay, now in indirect method, the revenue, the P&L, the revenue statement will give you a net profit. Yes or no? In the revenue statement, there is a net profit. Suppose in the whole year there was a transaction. At the end of the year, it is showing net profit of 500 crores. Okay, Simon. Now 500 crores is a net profit according to the conception. Conception is that revenue means operating. Revenue means operating, right? Revenue means what? Operating, right? So that means the 500 which you are getting is a net fund from operating. Yes or no? Is a net fund from operating. But I told you revenue statement is a mixture of Lal Bagh Ka Raja donation petty. It is a mixture of everything. Yes or no? It is a mixture of everything. So the 500 which is shown in the revenue statement is not the pure cash flow from operating activity. We need to segregate. We need to remove cash item or non-cash item. Rishikesh, what we need to do? We need to remove cash item or non-cash item. That means I've already prepared revenue statement, but in that I need to filter it. So I will not make one more P&L. One more P&L if I make, that means I'm using direct method, because if I'm making one more P&L, I'll take only cash transaction in that. That is a direct method. But indirect method, already I have got the total collection. So from that total collection, if I remove only non-cash items, what is remaining? Simug, cash flow, cash items, right? Cash flow from operating, because revenue statement is operating. Revenue statement means operating. So to prepare cash flow statement, we require 2-period balance sheet. Last year's 31st March 2014 balance sheet, 31st March 2015 balance sheet. By comparing these 2 years balance sheet, I will prepare the cash flow. I will see that in the whole year, how much cash is in and out through various activities. So to prepare cash flow statement, there are how many methods? How many methods? 2, direct and indirect. To prepare cash flow statement, we require dash. We require dash 2-period balance sheet. 2-period balance sheet. Okay. To prepare cash flow statement, we required cash flow calculation from dash activity. How many activity? 3 activity. Okay. Now I'll show you something. I'll show you a video, 3D video. Now, this is my profit and loss account. This is my profit and loss. Profit and loss means revenue. Revenue means operating activity. So in that, I'm showing a profit of 500 crores. See, in that, I'm showing a profit of 500 crores. Now, you have deducted already all the expenses, and you have added all the income. Add all the income and all the expenses you have deducted. After adding the income and after deducting the expense of the same period, matching concept, and we derive the 500 crores ka operating profit, right? Now, but this is, according to me, this is not the pure net profit or pure cash profit, yes or no? This is not the pure profit, yes? Why? Because it includes non-cash items, right? So what I will do, I will not make one more revenue statement. What I will do, I will correct this revenue statement, means this profit. I will filter this 500 crores ka profit. I will filter this 500 crores ka profit. Net profit, 500 crores. How I will filter? See, this is a P&L. Already all the expenses are deducted, less. Already all the income are added. You added the income, you deducted the expense, and the net operating profit you got 500. So this is a revenue statement. According to me, this is the Lal Bagh Ka Raja Ka Peti, in which all the items are there. I have to segregate. Now, I will not make one more P&L. What I will do, I will just rectify this. I will just rectify this. For rectifying, I will reverse it. I'll reverse it. For example, this is one item, depreciation. This is provision for tax. Interest paid by interest, profit on sale of asset. Now, in order to rectify, what I need to do, I need to reverse. Now, what I have written here, depreciation. Depreciation. Do you think that depreciation is paid in cash? Do you think that depreciation is paid in cash? No. It is not paid in cash, but you have already deducted it. You have already deducted it. Yes or no? So what you need to do to rectify this 500, you need to rectify this item to this 500. What you need to do? You need to add. Yes, Mohini? Acha. Provision for tax means what? Provision for tax means tax this much have to pay. Did you paid? Mohini, did you paid? No, it is a no cash item, right? But you have written in, you have already deducted from this profit. श्वेता, ये आपने P&L बनाया, P&L में this items are already deducted. These items are already deducted and these items are already added. Yes or no, Shweta? जरा ध्यान दो. Yes. Now, in this deducted item, after deducting and after adding this, you got this 500. Yes. Now, I will not make the revenue statement again. I'll just rectify this P&L, this 500. Right. Now, for that, whatever wrong items I have taken here, as per cash flow statement, this is wrong. As per P&L, this is not wrong. As per cash flow statement, this is a non-cash item. Yes or no? This is a non-cash item. So what I need to do? Rectify. Shweta, I need to rectify because this is already deducted. Yes, this is already deducted. So you need to rectify. What you will do? To rectify, what you will do? You have already minus, Shweta. You have already minus all. You have already rectified. You have already deducted. You have already deducted. Now you need to rectify. What you will do? You will reverse, right? You will add. Understood? And this side, you have already added, Shweta. So in order to rectify this, what you need to do? You have to deduct. So, yes, Shivani. Sanjeevani. Yes, Sanjeevani, you are right. That in order to, you need to reverse it. You need to reverse it. Now, Lalit, there is a format which is given at the last page of cash flow statement that to net profit, you have to add or less non-cash or non-operating item. Yes, Lalit, I will come to your point. I am coming to your point. Don't worry. That's the reason I have taken this items, right? Now you have to make a statement where you will take net profit, right? Just hold on. Yeah, this is net profit. You have to rectify this net profit. Yeah, consider, Sharmila, this is not considered in cash. It is, see, depreciation. Do you think it is considered in cash? Do you think it is considered in cash? It is, depreciation is a loss. It is not non-cash item, but you have already deducted it. So you need to rectify that. As I told you, Lal Bagh Ka Raja, from the Lal Bagh Ka Raja ka Daan Peti, you have to remove the items which are non-cash. Similarly, this is the Lal Bagh Ka Raja ka Daan Peti. In this, you have to remove the non-cash items. So Sharmila, to remove the non-cash item, which is already deducted, you have to remove it, you have to add it. This, the non-cash item on the credit side, to remove it, you have to less it. Yes? Yes, Sharmila. You got my point? Yes or no? Yes or no? Sharmila? Yeah. So you need to remove from this all non-cash and non-operating. What? Non-operating. I will tell you what is that. Acha, now, in this P&L, you have deducted depreciation. In this P&L, you have deducted depreciation, yes or no? Is it a cash item? Sharmila, is it a cash item? No. So what, to rectify this, what you need to do? You need to add. So in the textbook, it is given, add depreciation. Why you are adding depreciation? In the cash flow statement, you have to add depreciation to the net profit. Why you are adding? In the cash flow statement, you have to add non-cash and non-operating. I will tell you what is non-operating because you have deducted in. Okay. Now provision for tax. This is provision for tax, my dear. This is provision for tax. Again, provision for tax. Did you pay this year tax? Did you pay this year tax? No, it is provision. But you have deducted, na? You have deducted, na? So for rectifying, what you need to do? You have to add here. Okay. Now interest paid, my dear. Yeah, you are adding, Sharmila, I'm not adding cash. I'm adding this item to the profit which I got, net profit which I got, which is wrong. You only told it is not a pure cash flow. Yes, so which is wrong, you have to remove. For removing, you have to add that item. I'm not adding cash. I'm adding that amount which is deducted here. Is that clear, Sharmila? I'm not adding cash. I'm adding because this profit you got after adding all these items, deducting from this total minus this, you got this net. Right? So this amount, this may be some amount, this may be some amount, this may be some amount. So in order to get this amount rectified, I need to reverse these figures. Okay, fine. Acha, now interest paid. Interest you pay on which? Interest you pay on loan, right? Interest you pay on loan. Loan is which activity? Loan is which activity? Financing activity. So it should go to financing activity, yes or no? According to cash flow, interest belongs to financing activity family. So, but you have written here, my dear, Lalit, you asked me that question, right? But you have written here interest paid. Sir, it is a cash item. Why you are removing? It is a cash item, I agree. But I am removing because you have written in operating. This PNL is operating, yes or no? Lalit, you are asking me that question. At that time, I didn't answer to your question. I told you I will come to your point. Now you got the point. Now this interest paid, I paid. Interest paid. Sir, interest paid is a cash item. Why you are removing? I agree it is a cash item. I agree. But this revenue statement is what? Operating. This is an item which belongs to financing. So what you need to do? You have to deduct there. You have to deduct there. Understood? You have to deduct there. So you have to reverse it. So that's the reason I told you that add non-cash and non-operating, which is not operating item. It is a financing item. But you have written in P&L. So you have to add. So in the last page of the chapter of cash flow statement, there is a statement given that net profit, to the net profit, you have to add non-cash item, depreciation, provision for tax, proposed dividend. Proposed dividend. Understood? Why propose? Because you have proposed, you have not paid it. So it is a non-cash. Acha, depreciation, it is not in cash. That's the reason you have to remove it. So it is a non-cash. Acha, interest paid on loan. Interest paid on loan. Interest paid on loan. Interest paid, sir, it is a cash item. Why you are adding? Sir, because it is a financing item. You have wrongly recorded in operating. Remove it. Add it. Acha, similarly, if I write here, loss on sale of asset. If I write here, loss on sale of asset. Similarly, if I write here, loss on sale of asset. Loss on sale of asset. Now, sale of asset is an investing activity. Na? Loss on sale of asset is an investing activity, yes or no? So, why it is coming here? You have to remove it. Add. It is a non-cash item. Add. At the same time, it is a non-operating also. Achha, now come to this point. Interest received. Interest, Mohini, you receive interest on investment. You receive interest on investment. So it is which activity? It is which activity? Investing activity. Why you have written here? So you have to remove. So that's the reason I had written here add or less. See? Add or less. Add or less non-cash or non-operating. So you have to deduct. Acha, profit on sale of asset. Lalit, sale of goods. Asset, I said asset. Lalit, I said asset. Lalit, I said asset. Why you're not listening to my question? Read the offer document carefully before you accept it. Okay. Okay, what I was saying, now need to less it. So in the last page of your textbook, it is given. So people don't understand, sir, why we are adding. So now you understood, sir, why we are deducting. I will tell you the exact page number in your textbook. Yeah, see, it is in the page number 101, add back depreciation, depletion, amortization, page number 101, gain on disposal of fixed asset, Loss on disposal of fixed asset, add. Why you add it? Because it's a investing activity. Understood? Clear? Clear hai? Shivani, that one sum we can't solve it because I don't have that much time to solve, and you are not going to get any sum to solve, my dear. That is a practical thing you can do with any of your friend who is a commerce student, either in your group or in your locality. Interest paid is a financing activity. It should come in financing, but it is given in operating. That's the reason added. Okay, fine. So, abhi tumko samjhega. Now, in the people who are doing commerce, they have just rectified this. It is added. It is deducted. श्वेता लेस वाला साइड क्यों नहीं समझता है? इंटरेस्ट रिसीव्ड तुम्हारा इनकम है, तुमने ऑलरेडी एडेड, यू हैव ऑलरेडी एडेड दिस, राइट? यू हैव ऑलरेडी एडेड. So interest received is a finance investing activity. It should go in investing. It should go in investing. So why you written here? So in order to rectify, Shweta, what you'll do? In order to rectify, what you'll do? Minus. So less वाला क्यों नहीं समझते? Add वाला समझ गया. Less वाला भी तो वही है. We are doing the reverse effect, Shweta. तुम लोग थोड़ा सा चीज समझते हो, मतलब इतना चीज आ रहा है उसमें से थोड़े से अंदर, बाकी फेंक देते हो. It is given in operating. That is wrong. So remove it. Reverse it. Okay. Now, the question. I told you to prepare a cash flow statement. How many years balance sheet is given? 2 years balance sheet is required. Okay. Now, last year bank loan was 5 lakhs. This year bank loan increased to 10 lakhs. So, is it inflow of cash or outflow of cash? Sumit Kumar. Last year bank loan was 5 lakhs. This year it is 10 lakhs. Is it inflow of cash or outflow? Loan बढ़ गया, we know, Kaushiki. If there is increase in loan, do you think cash is going out or at present cash is coming in? Deepak, do you think at the present moment, in future you have to pay, at present from 5, it increased to 10. At present, what is happening? Is it inflow or outflow? Why you thinking of future, my dear? You have to do it right now. In present, you have to do. Why you thinking of future? I don't understand. You are comparing the balance sheet. From the balance sheet, what is the present? Inflow. Kalpana, how it is outflow? How it is outflow? Last year, bank loan was 5 lakhs. This year, bank loan is 10 lakhs. That means you have taken more loan. If you have taken loan, it is inflow of cash, right? Why it is outflow? सर फ्यूचर में पैसा देने का है ना. अरे फ्यूचर में नहीं, आज का बात करो. अच्छा, लास्ट ईयर बैंक लोन वाज 5 lakhs. सुनो ध्यान से. लास्ट ईयर बैंक लोन वाज 5 lakhs. दिस ईयर इट इज 1 lakh. नाउ टेल मी how the bank loan is reduced. Is it my father-in-law that he has reduced? His bank manager is my father-in-law. He has reduced my bank loan. That means what? I have paid the bank loan. So what is that? Is it an outflow or inflow? Yes, very good. Acha, which activity it is? Whenever liability increases, inflow, paisa ayo, inflow. Whenever liabilities increases, it is inflow, paisa ayo. Whenever liabilities decreases, that means you paid, paisa gyo. Yes, liabilities increases, Sanjeevani, simple language. Liabilities increase, paisa ayo. Liabilities decrease, you paid the money, paisa gyo. Simple. Don't make complicated assumptions. Simple. It is a financing activity. All liabilities is a financing activity except current liabilities. Current liabilities is an operating. I told you. Now don't get confused again. I will not going to explain it again, because this is the last stage of the chapter. I have to cover 2 more chapters. If 2 more chapters will not get over, I will not get more extra lecture. So please, don't make yourself confused. Last year, equity share capital. Capital comes in which side? Liability side, right? Liabilities means financing. Asset means investing. So share capital, last year equity share capital was showing 50 crores. This year it is showing 60 crores. That means liability increases. That means you have issued. Is it inflow or outflow? Whenever there is increase in liabilities, I don't know, Smooth, what you are taking into mind. Sumit, mera bacha, when liability increases, how it is outflow? Rupal, you tell me, give me your explanation. Chalo. Now I will not explain. You give me your explanation. Share capital, last year it was 50 crores. Today it is 60 crores. So liabilities increases. Yeah. So what is that? Is it outflow or inflow? Simug, Sumit, and one more friend, Rupal. Rupal, Sumit. Sumit, in simple English, I am saying whenever there is increase in liability, while liability is increased, that means you have taken more loan. If you have taken more loan, cash you are not taking ghee chawal, you are not taking sugar, you are not taking wheat, bajra. You are taking cash from that person. So what is this? Is it inflow, outflow, or no cash? No cash. Tell me. More loan taken, that means money borrowed more, hence cash is coming in. Acha, preference share capital, suno dhyan se, preference share capital, liability, preference share capital, last year it was 10 crores. This year it has went on to 8 crores. What had happened? Liabilities automatically reduce, or you pay and then reduce. So is it outflow, inflow, or no cash? Outflow. Very good. It is outflow. It is outflow. 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 Yes or no? Because liability automatically does not get decrease unless and until you are paying it. Liability reduce, that means you have paid the money. That's the reason. कोई भी कर्जेदार अपना बैलेंस अपने अकाउंट में बैलेंस भी कम करेगा जब उसको पैसा मिल गया. That means you paid the money. पैसा गयो. Yes or no? Yes. So we compare 2 years balance sheet and then you write. Acha, which activity it is? Preference share reduce. Now which activity it is? Liability hai ye. Financing activity. Very good. Similarly, come to the asset side. Last year, machinery was 80 lakhs. This year, machinery was 90 lakhs. There is increase in machinery. If there is increase in machinery, you have purchased the machinery, means cash goes out. Very good. It is outflow. Very effectively. Yes, it is outflow. Virendra, it is not inflow. It is an investing activity, but which activity? Which activity it is? Investing. Asset side, investing. Liability side, financing. Got my point? Yes or no? Acha. Machinery last year it was 80. Machinery last year it was 80. This year it is 7 lakh 50, means 75. So it has reduced. Machinery, it has reduced. So you will say it is inflow. Now wait, there is one complication in this. Whenever asset decreases, there are two reasons for decrease of asset. There are two reasons for decrease of asset. One is depreciation, another one is sale. One is depreciation, another one is sale. Yes, so this 80 becomes 75, 5 lakh reduces, nothing is mentioned, it is depreciation, no cash item, you have to add to the non-cash item in the cash flow statement. Yes? Yes, you got my point? Okay? Okay, fine. Yeah? So, yes, very tricky, we know it is tricky. I don't know what is tricky in this. What is tricky in this? Furniture, last year it was 5 lakhs, this year it is 4 lakh 50. Sale is inflow of money, yes, Sumit. Last year it was 5 lakh. This year it is 4 lakh 50. That 50,000 reduction is it inflow, outflow, or no cash? It is a no cash, sir, because it is a depreciation. It is a, land last year it was 10 crores. Last year land was 10 crores. This year land was 8 crores. This year land is 8 crores. Now, Sharmila, here you are wrong, my beta. Here you are wrong, because land is never depreciated. It is the land is created by nature. Man cannot use it and depreciate it. तो लैंड का केस में एप्रिसिएशन तो हम लोग लिखते ही नहीं स्नेहल, ये कम हुआ है. एप्रिसिएशन मतलब बढ़ना. एप्रिसिएशन इज नेवर रिकॉर्डेड इन द बुक्स. You know that you can't write the market value because it is an ongoing concern. Either you write the cost or less depreciation. You can't write appreciated value. ठीक है? अच्छा, so that means in this case, land के case में there is no depreciation. So what is another reason of decrease in the value? Sale. Yes, then it is sale, inflow of cash. Then it is sale, inflow of cash. Is that clear? Land, no depreciation. Similarly, investment. Last year investment was 100 crores. 2 crore is 10 crores था, 8 crores हो गया श्वेता. 2 crores sales हुआ ना, तो sale of land, it is inflow of cash. Amount is less. 2 crores is sale of land, is it inflow of cash? Machinery, first it is depreciation. Unless and until it is mentioned it is sold, then only it is inflow. Okay. Now, investment. Last year it is 10 crores. This year it is 8 crores. Investment. Sale of investment. Investment may be no depreciation. Sale of investment, inflow of cash, investing activity. Now come to the current asset. Current asset and current liabilities are taken in operating activity. Which activity? Operating activity. Last year debtors was 6 lakhs. This year debtors was 8 lakhs. That means debtors increase. It is a type of asset increase. That means cash goes out. No, my dear Snehal, whenever increase in debtors, it is taken as purchase of asset. It is purchase of asset. It is outflow of cash. Because, my dear, if I sell the goods, my cash goes out, but it is pending. So, money is not with me. Money is not with me. Okay. So, whenever there is increase in asset, it is purchase. Not realized. Money is not with me. So, it is outflow of cash. Cash goes out. It got stuck. Cash is in the outflow. It is outflow of cash. It is outflow of cash. Acha, stock. Last year it was 6 lakh. This year stock is 7 lakhs. Stock last year 6 lakh. This year it is 7 lakh. That means it is more purchase, outflow of cash. Acha, debtors last year 6 lakhs. This year balance is 5 lakhs. 1 lakh you recovered from debtors. 1 lakh you recovered from debtors. Yes. Understood? तो याद रखना, current asset, assets कभी भी बढ़ता है purchase of asset. But which activity it is? No, Snail. Bad debts की वजह से debtors कम नहीं हुआ. बोला क्या bad debts, Snail? If they mention bad debts, then no cash item. Agree with you. Okay. Debtors stock is a operating activity, whereas other assets are investing activity. Okay. So I hope you understood the chapter. Go through the V lecture. After completing my lecture, you go through the V lecture. You will come to know about this chapter more. Kaushiki, debtors. Last year it was 6 lakhs debtors. This year it is showing 5 lakhs. 6 lakh debtors, the 5 lakhs. So that means 1 lakh is recovered. 1 lakh is recovered. So it is inflow of cash. It is inflow of cash. Understood? Kaushiki, last year debtors was 8 lakhs. This year it is 9 lakhs. Debtors increases. Matlab assets purchased. More asset purchase. More cash is blocked. Matlab outflow of cash. Okay? Achha, similarly come to the current liabilities. Creditors. Creditors last year 8 lakhs. This year creditors is 7 lakhs. What happened to creditors? You paid. It is outflow. You paid. Yes. It is an operating activity outflow. Acha, creditors 8 lakhs. This year creditors is 10 lakhs. That means we have taken more loan from creditors. That is inflow of cash. Liabilities increase inflow, liabilities decrease outflow. But which activity? Creditors, bills payable, outstanding expense, which activity? Operating. Okay. Okay. So this, Virendra, you are giving wrong answer. Financing me, current liabilities and current asset are operating activity. Now, for your kind information, in the liabilities are divided into 4 segments. One is the share capital. See the share capital at the top. Share capital, reserves and surplus, borrowed fund. And the last is current liabilities. This current liabilities, the last one, the current liabilities, which is shown on the screen, is an operating activity. And this current asset, stock, debtors, bills receivable, cash, bank balance, prepaid expense, is a operating activity. Remaining assets are investing and remaining liabilities are financing. Okay. We move on to the next chapter called inflation accounting. Now, inflation accounting, for inflation accounting, there is not, you have to just understand the concept, what is inflation accounting and why it is necessary. Now, what is inflation accounting? Well, first of all, what is inflation? Virendra, what is inflation? What is inflation? What increase? MIC. What do you mean by MIC? Variation. Mic, acha, mic, acha. Okay, mic is clear, Praveen? Okay. Increase in price. What is inflation? Increase in the price of commonly used activity. Right? Achha, because of inflation, what happened? The power of money, purchasing power of money increases or decreases? The purchasing power of a common man increases or decreases? It goes down. The purchasing power of money increases or decreases? Decreases. Achha, why there is inflation? Because of increase in demand and because of less supply. Right? Na? Because of increase in demand and less supply. Achha, why there is less supply? Because of change in climatical conditions. Right? Various changes in government policy. Because of that, imports are stopped. Or climatic condition. Because of that, our production is not good. Right? So because of that, supply decreases. Supply decreases, demand increases. In order to bring the market in a stable situation, we need to increase the price. That's called inflation. Inflation means increase in the commonly used commodity. Increase in the price of commonly used commodity is called inflation. Okay. Now, why there is need of inflation calculation for you? Now, for example, why there is change in time, Sanjeevani, but change in time, why that change in time is increasing the value? Because demand is increasing. Demand is increasing, supply is decreasing. Because of that, there is increase in price. Time is a different story. Time factor is there. I agree with you, Sanjeevani. But main reason is increase in demand and decrease in supply. That leads to, okay. Now, chapter, Shweta, I don't know which chapter. That is your duty to see which chapter it is. Okay, right now you listen to the things. Yeah, population increases, that's the reason demand increases. Definitely, yes, beta Sharmila, you're absolutely right. Okay, people are saying, Shweta, people are saying it is a 9th chapter. Yes, Shweta, I don't know whether they are right or wrong. People are saying it is 143 page number. I don't know whether they are right or wrong. Okay, I am just explaining what is inflation accounting. Okay, now inflation accounting, why it is necessary? Profit increases, so somewhere we should understand the effect. No, my dear. Rishikesh, I will tell you, definitely your point is meaningful. I will take that point. See, for making provision for future, yes, Kapil, your inflation accounting is necessary. Now, why it is necessary? I'll just give you an example. Now, you have purchased a machinery. Huh? You are, Mansoor, absolutely right. Why inflation accounting necessary to make provision for future, to make reserve? Definitely yes. Yes, that is the story I'm explaining right now. Mansoor, you have purchased a machinery, my dear, for 100 crores. So by at very difficult position you have purchased that machinery, because for 100 crores, for raising 100 crores, you have done lots of efforts. You have put lots of efforts to get 100 crores to get that machinery. So when I got that machinery, at that time the shopkeeper told me, the company from where I purchased the machinery told me that the life of this machinery is 10 years. Mansoor. So I purchased the machinery for 100. 100 means 100, including all installation, historical cost, 100 crores. So in the balance sheet in the first year, I will write 100 crores. Right? Now this machinery's life is 10 years. No? That means every year, what is the amount of depreciation? 10 crores, 10 crores, 10 crores, 10 crores, 10 crores. That means in the 10th year, the value of the asset will become zero. So what I decided that after 10 years, I have to buy a new machinery. So how much is the depreciation this year? I will do one thing. I will keep that much reserve. I will remove that much reserve from the profit and keep it in a reserve. Right? So every year from the profit, whatever profit is earning, the company is earning, out of that 10 crores is kept as a reserve. Second year 10 crores kept as a reserve. So in the 10th year, you got 100 crores, Mansoor? Yes? Until 10th year you got 100 crores. Now in the 10th year, when you know that the value of the machinery has become zero, it has become obsolete because the life of the machinery is exhausted. Now you want to go for a new machinery. So you went to that same company and gone for that machinery and told them, this is 100 crores, give me that machinery. Are you in a position, will you be in a position to buy that machinery? Why, Sigmund? What went wrong? I have followed sincerely. Shiddat say I have kept reserve every year. Rishikesh. But at this moment, can I purchase that? Why? Because the price of that machinery goes up. Why it is happening like that? Why not? I have not considered that, because we are allowed to write cost less depreciation. We are not supposed to write the market price. See, I have purchased a machinery on 100 crores. Right? The whole 1st April, the whole year I use the machinery. So whole year depreciation I purchase on, I calculated on 100 crores, 10%, 10 crores. So I have written 90. But today I purchase 100 crores. After 1 year, the value of that machinery in the market has become 102 crores, maybe 100 crores. So you have not charged depreciation on 102 crores. You have charged depreciation on the historical cost, because you are supposed to do that. You can't write the market value, because ongoing concern says that you can't write the market value. Yes or no? Yes or no? Tell me. So the price of the machinery from 100 crores, it has reached to 102. If you have charged depreciation on 102 and same provision you have maintained, then you would be in a position that you would have bought a new machinery after 10 years. Yes or no? Yeah, there will be a possibility, right? Yes or no? Yes. But since you are not allowed to write the market value, ongoing concern says that market value लिखना ही नहीं है. So एक साल के बाद जब तुमको मालूम है कि मार्केट में उसका वैल्यू 102 हो गया है, so we are supposed to charge depreciation on 102, actually speaking, but we are not allowed because of that ongoing concern. So you charge on 100 and you taken 100 का 10 crores, and जो जितना depreciation है उतना ही we have maintained a reserve. So every year you are charging depreciation at a less price, yes or no? But the market value of that machinery from 1 year, because you are taking 1 year, you are using that machinery 1 year. So after 1 year, the value of machinery automatically change. So you have to supposed to charge depreciation on that change value, but you are not allowed to do that. So what happened? Every year you are charging less depreciation amount. Yes or no? Yes or no? You are charging depreciation, but the depreciation amount is less. Because of you are charging depreciation less amount, your profit is showing more. Yes, but actually speaking, your profit should not be that much, but your balance sheet is showing more profit. Yes or no? Tell me. So the day will come when your profit is at this point, and the market value of your profit, the worth of your profit is this much. You are going away from the market. Yes or no? Your profit is showing increasing, but actually you are not increasing in that way, in that much. Yes. Why? Because you are not considering the revised value, and on that you are not. So my business, the balance sheet is showing a profit. It is showing a very high profit, but I know that that profit and the value of that profit in the market. Because why there is a difference between that profit and the market profit, the value of that market? Because of the depreciation charge on the fixed asset, you are charging on the book value. Actually speaking, the value is increasing year by year. Yes or no? So you are going away. So in order to know my exact position, see, the profit is showing 500 crores, but as per the market inflation, how much is that profit? I should know that. But this calculation is not shown to anyone, to the people who are linked with the company. People who are linked with the company, they will see the balance sheet only. But to know my exact position as per the market inflation, I need to prepare a balance sheet with the new inflated balance sheet, with the inflation, taking into consideration the inflation. And that inflation will get effect only if the fixed asset. Current assets are always at a current price. Liabilities are always at a current price. What is not at the current price? What is in the balance sheet? What is not at the current price? In the balance sheet, what is not at the current price? The fixed asset. Because of that fixed asset, depreciation is charged wrong. Because of that wrong depreciation, profit is charged wrong. So I am showing a profit which is very high, but I am not at that stage. I may be at this stage, or I may be below that stage. So where I am standing, what is the real worth of my position? To know that, I do inflation accounting. I do inflation accounting. So for doing inflation accounting, there are two methods. You have to just remember that name of that method, right? How many methods are there? Two methods. One is purchase power. Hai? What was the method name? Just see the method name, chapter number 9, page number. Yeah. One is current value method. One is current purchase power method. Current purchase power method. So in this, what you need to do, you need to change the balance sheet on the present date, means the present value. Current purchase power method, and second one is current purchase power method, and second one is CV, means current value. What is the full form of CVS? Current value system. Current value system. See, this method, if you go to this method, it is deeper, and the insurance company has to follow this, because they have to plan out the future. Whenever you are talking about the future investment or future payment, definitely you need to consider the inflation. Otherwise, you will be in a deep trouble. Okay, so every insurance company, speculation business company need to follow inflation accounting, but other manufacturing company, it is applicable only on fixed assets, my dear Rishikesh. Because of fixed asset, we are going away from the market. Only because of fixed asset. Because liabilities, loan, jitna liya utna hi wapas dena hai. It will not fluctuate, right? The loan value will fluctuate. Do you think loan value will fluctuate? It will fluctuate only when you are taking more loan. Right? It will fluctuate when you are paying loan. Loan value does not fluctuate. Current assets and current liabilities are always at a market value. They are written at a market value. So what is not at the market value, Rishikesh? Year by year, it is going away from the market. Fixed asset. So in current purchase power method, you change the balance sheet, the value of fixed asset, and accordingly make a new balance sheet, and then compare your profit. Right? Now, how to get the values? So for that, suppose I have purchased a machinery on 1st April, 100 crores. Rishikesh, I purchased the value at 100 crores. Now, after 1 year, I'll be charging depreciation. Yes? After 1 year, I will charging depreciation. Yes or no? No, but 1 year, the value of the machinery has increased, right? Because of inflation, the value of machinery has increased. Right? So, how to calculate that inflated value? So, what you have to do? 100 crores divide by previous year index cost. Not Rishikesh. 2 crores index cost is given by RBI. Inflation rate is given by all banks. Every month they give the rate to RBI, and at the end of the year, the RBI get the average calculation, and they write the indexation. See, the indexation starts from 81. In 1981, it was 100. Then it increased to 104. Then it was 111. Then it was 125. Then keeps on. Today, it is 982 or 983 something. Now it has increased. It keeps on increasing. So I have to calculate the present value, right? 1 year after. So 100 is the cost divided by last year index rate. Last year index rate. It will be given you in the sum. This sums will come to calculate the index cost. They will be giving you the asset value. They will be giving you the last index rate, and they will be giving you the current index rate. So what you have to do, cost divided by last index rate into current index rate, that will give you the current value. That will give you the inflated value. You will be getting this sum, this particular sum. They will be giving you cost. Cost is 200 crores. Acha, in the year 1st April 2005. So 2005, 2004, 2005 inflation rate is 125 or 225. 2004, 2005 inflation rate is 230. So divide by 225 into 230 will give you the inflated rate. Okay, so don't go in deep in this chapter. This chapter, just you have to study that how many what is inflation, why it is increasing, because inflation is happening because of increasing demand and decrease in supply. Why there is increasing demand? Because of increasing population, right? And decrease in supply. Why there is decrease in supply? Because of climatical changes, government policies, right? Understood. And closure of various firms which are producing goods there, that companies are closing down because of multinational company interference. Okay, fine. So what happened during inflation? The purchasing power of the common man increases or decreases? Snail, this type of question, decreases. That you have to remember. And how many methods are there for inflation accounting? 2 methods. One is CPP, second one is current value system, right? Acha, they can ask you one question regarding calculation of inflated rate. Okay. So what is the formula for calculating inflated rate? The cost divided by previous year index cost into current year index cost. That will give you the current rate. So 3 marks question they may give you for calculation. There is only one calculation. Okay. So this complete the chapter inflation accounting. Thank you very much, my dear Rishikesh. Cost divided by previous year index rate into current year index rate. Okay. The formula is this is the formula, cost into current year index rate divided by previous year index rate. That will give you the inflated rate. Okay, Kani sir? Fine. Now the next chapter is questionable accounting. Now in questionable accounting is a chapter for reference. There will be case studies you have to go through. Achha, that case study only will make you understand the various questionable accounting process which has taken place. They have changed the name, right? Now, all questionable accounting practices are started where? What is questionable accounting? You are using the concept in a wrong way to get your personal benefits, to get the personal benefit, not for the company's benefit. You are using all tricks to get the results. Because of that result you will get benefited, the top level management. Where this questionable accounting takes place? Only at the top level management. No low level management people will do questionable accounting. Oh, Joel kar hi nahi sakte. Right? Yeah, like mentality concept. Yes, Praveen, you are absolutely right. Low level people can, low level department people will not do any type of questionable accounting because they are answerable to many top level management. Where this questionable accounting takes place? Where this questionable accounting takes place, this is one of the question in the exam. Where this questionable? At the top level authority, at the top management, top level management. So why this take place? Because of the greedy nature of the top level management. Since they are not answerable to anyone, they just show the corporate results either by hook or by crook. They just show corporate results, and getting as soon as they show the corporate results, they declare bonuses and incentives for themselves and take the money and enjoy. Okay. Now there is one case called. Have you heard about Modi Xerox company? Modi Xerox company. Have you heard about Modi Xerox company? Now from this chapter, apart from this, there is no question. It is just for your knowledge. But the case study which I am explaining you, that question will be there. I repeat, apart from which level, where the questionable accounting arises, it arises in the top level management. Acha, why it arises? Because of the greedy nature. greedy nature. It is there in the first page of the chapter, this answer. So just read the first page of this chapter, and then case studies are there. Case studies is for you, your reference. You will not get any type of question from any case study except the case study which I am explaining right now to you. Okay? Now see, which point you have to, follow, keep in mind. The first 2 pages means you just go through. Temptation is ubiquitous in the corporate world, especially when top management salary and benefit are linked to better results. They themselves have significant control over the policy, which can modify the declared result materially. In the समझे कि नहीं? So means to get the personal benefit. My dear, page number तुम लोग देख लो शर्मिला, मैं तो ऐसे पढ़ा. Page number ऐसा देखना है तो 153 you can go through 153. Just the there is one word called operandi. But we took at few selected modus operandi to cooperate greedy and chinkneri, greedy nature. Because of that greedy nature, that read that paragraph, that is more than enough. Rest you can just go through as a story. Acha, now I will explain you some case study which had happened. Now, in some of the company, what happened? Director, director want a page loan. Now they want loan. They went to the financial institute and they asked for loan. So they said that if you want personal loan, you will get at 16% interest. So that is 16%. Bapre, we don't want. No, Sharmila, right now the case studies which are there in the textbook you have to go through. Don't take any extra case study. Global Trust Bank, do you know what had happened? There is no questionable accounting takes place. It was running in a poor direction because of the marketing team and the operational team was not so good. That's the reason they were not able to connect with the people. They were not able to increase the business. Because of that, they suffered. Understood, Sharmila? There was no questionable accounting in Global Trust Bank. No. See, घोटाला की वजह से किसी कंपनी को इफेक्ट नहीं हुआ. ग्लोबल ट्रस्ट बैंक घोटाला नहीं हुआ उसमें. Do you have any idea about that? So you can explain me. You can give the case study of that. You will be most welcome because I don't know about that. Okay. So there is a failure of networking as well as marketing. Because of that, Global Trust Bank does not survive. Sharmila, this is the reason. According to me, I don't know the exact. If you are working in that bank, then you might be knowing. Is that the case that you are working in that bank? No. So how you say that Global Trust Bank questionable? Questionable accounting means you are using the accounting standard in a wrong way. In a wrong way. Now, example, take Satyam Computers. What happened? Satyam Computers, the Mr. Raju Ramlingam, the one of the director of the company, he took the meeting of all the manipulated accounts. He had taken meeting of all the employees. He asked employees that how much salary you want. The employee said, sir, it is up to you. Everyone, they can't directly say, na. So they said, no, sir, it is up to you. You just we want some salary hike. No, you tell me how much salary you want. Everyone said, sir, at least 80,000. Huh? They, with a low voice, with a shaking voice, they said, sir, 80,000. Okay, I'll give you 1,20,000. Sharmila, what happened? Satyam Computer have taken all the employee in confidence. He asked him, how much salary you want? They said 80,000. Okay, I'll pay you 1,20,000. So every employee were happy and they were working sincerely, with wholeheartedly, without any without any doing any nakra, sincerely, wholeheartedly. Used to give their whole time. Exact 8 hours means exact 8 hours. They used to work because the boss has made them happy by giving the salary more than what they were expected. Right? Now, what has happened since all the employees were happy? Now, Mr. Raju Ramlingam was able to get the best service from their employee, and because of that, the business is increasing. At the same time, what Mr. Raju Ramlingam has done, he has suppose 300 workers. right? So every transaction is backed by a legal document, yes or no? Every transaction should be backed by a legal document, right? There should be a legal document, original document, right? There should not be Xerox copy of the. So he has given 300 workers a salary, right? There are 300 workers, right? He had paid salary of 1,20,000 to 300 workers, but he had showed in the accounts 600 workers by not giving the verifiable evidence, but giving the Xerox copy of that. In that, PwC auditors also had him, because auditors have the right to ask the question, why you have given Xerox? I want original. So 300 workers ka salary is exactly paid to the workers. Remaining 300 ka workers ka salary, it is going to the pocket of Mr. Raju Ramalingam. Today he is enjoying, though the case is going on. But what? The company was doing good, doing well, but because of this scam, the company's share market fell down. So now the case is happening. So what he has questionable accounting he has done, he has used the concept in a wrong way. Which concept? Which concept he has used in a wrong way? Excuse me. Which concept he has used in a wrong way? Verifiable evidence concept. Which concept? Verifiable evidence concept. Acha, one more example I will give you. Yes, 120 into 600 workers, Shweta. It is just an example, my dear Shweta. I don't know whether there are 120 members or 600 members or... Okay, I just gave an example to you what had happened. This was a questionable accounting where you have used the concept in a wrong way. Praveen, there is there is no thing to follow, my dear. It is a story. Acha, you are saying he didn't follow verifiable evidence concept in an appropriate way. He had followed that concept in an inappropriate way, getting the benefit of that not for the company but for himself. Okay, Praveen. Snail. Next, Modi Xerox. Modi Xerox. Have you heard about Modi Xerox company? It is still alive. It is still alive, but there was a big scam happened in Modi Xerox company. Because of that, they came down. Okay. Okay, so Modi Xerox company was a company which had come up with a new revolution in the year 1992. 1990 or before, in the year 90s, 1990, with a new revolution of Xerox machine. Previously, every company needed a copy, so they used to keep a carbon paper below the paper, original paper. There is one carbon paper and then below one more paper, and they used to type, so we get a copy of that, yes or no? But that copy was not so good, yes? Yes, my dear CP Reddy sir, he has released, now he is enjoying. The case is going on and on and on. Okay, the auditor who was helping, he is also dismissed from the PwC, but he is also enjoying, because he is also, they have lots of money. If they if they have taken birth for 3 more times, not 3 more generation can eat without doing any work. That much money they have. They can buy whole Satyam computers, which is taken over by Tech Mahindra, but still. Okay, fine, forget about that. Now, Modi Xerox company has come up with a revolution. Modi Xerox company has come up with a revolution that they have come up with a Xerox machine. Now, every company wanted this machine, but this machine was costing at that time in the year 1980, 90, 15 to 20 lakh rupees. In the year 1980, 15 to 20 lakh is a huge amount. It is near about amount which is equivalent to 2 crores or 3 crores, I can say like that. So to spend 2 crores at that time, the value of that time is 20 lakhs. To spend 20 lakhs on a Xerox machine for getting a Xerox copy was not worth, the company felt it is not worth to buy that Xerox machine. But they needed that. So what happened? Modi Xerox had come up with the revolution. It is a good thing. It is needed by all the company, but every company is not able to buy that because it is not affordable for them. And they don't want to block their investment, huge investment. 20 lakh is a huge investment, yes or no? Yes. So what happened? Modi Xerox come up with a new concept. They told that we'll give on lease basis. On rental basis, I'll give it to you. You know, hire purchase, you know, lease accounting. So I'll give you the machinery, you give me lease for total 10 years, like that. Okay, so company at that time, company, that is good idea. That we will be using your asset, but we'll be paying you lease. Okay, Kani, Mr. BK Modi, yeah, I don't know the exact name. It may be BK Modi. I don't know. On rental, rental and lease is different, my dear. Sanjeevani, rental you have to pay every month. Lease you have to pay for particular year. You have to pay, like well, I have taken the lease, the island SL World on a lease basis from Mr. Sharad Pawar for 30 years. So he had paid the 30 years rent in advance. That is called lease. Okay, rent is what you have to pay every year. Okay, fine. Acha. Now, the Modi Xerox company's executives went to various companies and they gave 100 machines to various company or one company and took a check of 10 years for 100 crores. 10 years for 10 years, and they took a check of 10 years, 100 crores for 100 machines. Achha, forget about 100 machine. What is the income of the Modi Xerox company for 1 year? For 1 year, I have taken a check for 10 years, rupees 100 crores. Okay. Now they got 100 crores ka check and they showed that we have got a revenue of 100 crores to the company, and they declared that this is a revenue. So what they did, they took that income and showed in the revenue, and in that year the company's revenue was 100 crores, and they declared the bonus to these executives and they left the job. After that they left the job. Now the Modi Xerox company was in the intention that 100 crores is an income, right? So they have declared in that year they have enjoyed, and 1 year after they were waiting for the check to come. 1 month is over, 2 months is over, 3 months is over. They are not getting the check. Then they start calling the company. Sir, we are from Modi Xerox. Yes, yes, sir. Sir, how the machine? Did you like the machine? Yeah, it is amazing. The opposite company is saying it is amazing. How it is performance? Did you like the performance? Yeah, it is amazing. Sir, you like the will you give some references? Yes, yes, definitely will give some references. Well, sir, you have taken the 100 machine. Yes. For 10 years. Yes. For 100 crores per year. Well, he said, stop. Come again. 100 machine. Yes. For 10 years. Yes. 100 crores. 100 crores not for 1 year. 100 crores for 10 years. At that time, Modi Xerox company shaked and came down. Dar. Why? Because they thought that 100 crores is for 10 years. Means 10 different years. Every year they will get 100 crores. The executive didn't say that this 100 crores is for 10 years. Here, they have not used matching concept exactly. Yes or no? According to matching concept, 100 crores is for 10 years. What is the income for 1 year? 10 crores. Yes or no? So they should have written 10 crores as income for current year. Wrong interpretation. Yeah, that means matching concept is not used properly in this concept, yes? In this case, yes or no? Revenue recognition or matching concept. So which concept is misinterpreted in this? There was no, see Shweta, at that time when you are getting income, you just see the income because 100 crores is a huge amount. Right? So they had made a document like that they have shown this as an income, sales voucher. They should have asked told the company that no, this is 100 crores for 10 years. But they have shown like that, and they have shown the corporate results and got the incentives and ran away. So Modi Xerox came down. But in the year 1997, there is one lady director of the Modi Xerox company who settled the company and again made the company to the top. Okay, this is one of the example. Okay, now there is one concept called off the transaction from the balance sheet. Off the transaction from the balance sheet. In a sister concern, example, Shweta, suppose there are 5 joint family staying in one building. In one building there are 5 different floors. So every family is staying in a different floor, Shweta. So every family will be having kitchen, but they are joint family. They are, because the whole building is there. Then, okay. So now one family bhabhi went to another family bhabhi and he said, "Arey, please give me one. If you have milk ka 1 liter ka packet, please give it to me. I'll return it to you afterwards." So he said, "Okay, bhabhi, no problem. Take the milk. No problem. Take the milk." So she gave the milk to that bhabhi. Will that bhabhi will write that transaction? Will that small bhabhi, younger bhabhi, will write the transaction that I have sold goods to my bigger bhabhi? Yes. Is it a sale? Is it a sale? Is it a sale? No. So in the joint family, this transaction is off. Yes or no? Off. This transaction will be settled. It is not a sale. This transaction, badi bhabhi will come and give 1 liter of bag to her when she is in need. Okay, they will settle that thing. But is it this transaction will be recorded by them in the books? No. Similarly, in a company, sister concern company, what had happened, there is this rule. When we are doing a transaction between you and sister concern company, the transaction is off from the balance sheet. It is not shown. It will be settled, payment will be cleared, everything, but this transaction will not be shown. It is one of the concept which is there for the sister concern company. Now one of the director of my company is a 40% shareholder of some other company. So that automatically that company becomes sister concern because your director is 40% shareholders, right? So what he did, he tell that company to sell the goods to my company. I will purchase the company goods. I will purchase goods from you. But that goods cost is, if you buy it from market, you will be getting it for 100 rupees per unit. But he told that to sell it for, in that 100 rupees, 40 rupees is the profit. If you get. This is transaction off from the balance sheet. It is a sister concern concept, Praveen. Okay, transaction off from the balance sheet. Okay, so now I will tell that company that since the product is 100 rupees, if my company buy this product from the outside market, they will get at 100 rupees. In 100 rupees, they are having profit of 20 rupees. Now, but I will tell the company to sell it at 140 rupees. How much? So they are selling it at 140 rupees. So they are getting a profit of 80 rupees. And in that 80 rupees profit, there is a share of 40% to me because I am the 40% holder. But this transaction is off. The detail will be off from the balance sheet. So that transaction takes place. The director will enjoy the company, but company is suffering. But company is showing the transaction. The detail will not be shown. Because of that, what is happening? It is benefiting the director, yes or no? Again, this is a questionable accounting. Right? So this is a transaction that this is happening with the condition that a transaction off from the balance sheet. This is only in case of sister concern. You say na, sister concern company, subsidiary company. Okay. So this is some of the case studies where in Satyam Computer, which concept is questionably means manipulated, verifiable evidence. In Modi Xerox, which concept is manipulated, off from the balance sheet. Right? Acha, one more thing. There is one company called Kmart. Kmart is a US company. It is just like DMart in India. We had Kmart. Now Kmart is having chain of retail shops. So they were having lots of retail shops in America. Now they wanted to grow their business in various parts of the world. So for that, what of the directors of the company decided to visit to various country, saying that word to the in front of the board of directors, saying that to all the shareholders that we are going to various country. We are visiting various country to expand our business. We'll try to convince and they used to go with the expense on the company without budgeting the expense, without giving in advance the expense ka budget. They were traveling with the private jet of the company with their family to various countries, enjoy there and come back saying that that country's government is not accepting our offer. So the deal is not getting cracked. So it keeps on going every year, and because of that, the traveling cost without the unbudgeted traveling cost was increasing. It is a metility concept. Yeah, Praveen. So materiality concept, because of that, they were unbudgeted traveling expense. We were paying that expense again and again and again. The company came down, right? But again, the company came up. But at that time, this was a questionable accounting concept which takes place. Because of that, the company came down. Again, they came down. Now the Kmart is now called as Walmart. I think so. I'm not sure, but Kmart is not prevailing in America right now. Now it is Walmart. Have you heard about Walmart? Yeah. So this is again a questionable accounting. Okay. So by this we end up our subject. I finished the chapter, though I have taken half an hour more, but I finished all the subject, all the chapter. Yes, my dear Rajan. Only big people. Yeah. Only big people. When the top level management can do questionable accounting, not the lower level management. It is because of their greedy nature to earn more. For that, they give corporate results, show corporate result either by hook or by crook, and declare the incentives and run away. Thank you, Kani sir, for your blessings. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Yeah. So I hope you understood. Yeah, Bharat, only the questionable accounting case study which I explained, only that question. Otherwise, no question from this. Okay. Rubal, which subject? It depends on you. If you people keep on giving good comment to the management about me, then they will give me the subject. Otherwise, they will not give me the subject. Acha, the current, what is the net working, Mansoor? The net working capital is current asset minus current liabilities. Thank you, Sandeep. Acha. Now there was a question which I asked you, that why in India we have a 31st March year ending, why not 31st December like other foreign countries having 31st December year ending? No, Kapil, there is no formula for CV. Only CPP, only one calculation sum you just go through, and you chapter you just read for your knowledge, Kapil. Not, you should not get into that. Okay. Ashwini, that is, I told you at the beginning that accounting of computerization you have to go through. It is just a chapter which you can follow, read and get the answer. Yeah. Next year, I'll be taking cost accounting. My dear Mansoor, that is a 12th chapter. That chapter is not there in the portion. Yeah. Snail, patents, see, goodwill. Last year, goodwill is 5 lakhs. This year, goodwill is 4 lakh. In cash flow statement, goodwill. Last year, goodwill is 5 lakh. This year, goodwill is 4 lakhs. So it is reduced, right? So goodwill cannot be sold. It is always depreciation. So it is a non-cash item. It is written off. Yes, all written off, all depreciation comes in the non-cash item. So there is no need to study 12 chapters, Suprakash. In your portion, only chapter from 5 to 11. Thank you, Reddy sir. Thank you very much for attending my class. In a busy schedule also, you are attending my class. That is more important for me. Okay, why there is 31st March year ending? I have asked this question with your batch. Yeah, due to Kapil is saying, sorry, not Kapil, Lalit is saying, I have given an explanation for this. See, have you seen, thank you Kaushiki, God bless you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for that comment, sweet comment. I love you, Kaushiki. I love all the people in this batch. Thank you very, very much. Okay, I'll explain that again. What I was saying, have you seen movie Lagan? Lagan movie. What is Lagan? What do you mean by Lagan? What do you mean by Lagan? Tax. Acha, Lagan was imposed by British government on Indian people, right? Because they have to run their empire, and for that they require some income, some revenue. So for them, what is the revenue? Lagan, tax. Because they were the government at that time. So they levy tax, they levy Lagan on what? You pay tax on what, my dear? You pay tax on what? Ashwini, you pay tax on what? On your income. So Lagan was levied on the Indian people on their income, and at that time the only income of Indian people were agriculture product. Yes or no? And for agriculture product, agriculture process starts from the month of June, because in India they have to depend on Indian monsoon season, and India is the only one country where we enjoy 3 different seasons at a regular interval time. So the agriculture process starts right from the month of June, right, and it ends in the month of March, fully ends in the month of March. In between they cut during the Dasera time some of the crops, right, but finally they get in the month of March, they cut their crops and they celebrate Baisakhi. You have heard about Baisakhi, right? In the month of March, Baisakhi, after cutting the crops, they enjoy, because they have cut the crops. Now they have to sell that and get the income. And when they cut the crop, it is almost March over. So March is over. So for getting the Lagan, the British people has to wait till March. And after March, whatever crops they have got, on that 90%, 80%, 40%, depends. If the production is very high, they will charge 90%, because they don't want you to grow. So at that time, that Lagan was uneven. Dugna Lagan, Tigna Lagan. Income ho ya nahi ho, you have to pay Lagan. Kabhi kabhi aisa bhi hota tha, right? So they have to wait till March, because their income generate only in the month of March. So from that parampara had started, that you have to wait to collect the tax. You have to wait till March. Once the March get over, then you start levy on tax on them, on that income. That's the reason from that year, from that era, that parampara is going on. No one has dared to change the date. Though they can change the date now, it is not only agriculture, right? But still, we are following same. That's the reason all the budgets, all the things are done on before December only. Yeah, Kaushiki, which chapter from the exam point of view, numericals are from chapter number 6, chapter number 5, chapter number 7, right? All this numericals is there. One numerical is from chapter number inflation accounting, that I showed you how to calculate. 3 marks question from LIFO method, FIFO method, weighted average method, depreciation 3 marks question, right? All these are 3 marks question. Acha, you can give less importance to chapter called questionable accounting. Just read that, because you are not going to get much question from that. Whatever question you will get, I have already explained. In the inflation accounting also, just read methods, which are the methods and how that calculation takes place. Second method ka no calculation, no sums. How many methods are there? Just what is inflation accounting, why it is necessary. That you have to remember. Rest all chapters are important. Prasanna, if you have missed the lecture, no problem. You can see the V lecture. You go to the Wellinger, Wellinger online, or the online.org.com, and go there, log in with your ID and password, right? Log into the ID and password, and go to the current student section. There you get V lectures. In V lectures, you have subject-wise, chapter-wise explanation videos are uploaded for you. There you will get all the explanation in detail. If you go through that lecture and directly go and sit for the exam, you will score more than 35 marks. That is my guarantee. If you only see that V lecture also. But above 35 it is difficult. You need to study. For that you should have. Okay, so now understood. So if you have missed Prasanna, then also no problem. You can go through the V lecture. To the mail ID of the institute, my dear Rishikesh, as well as to me also. Okay, this is my mail ID. You can send your feedback to my mail ID as well as the institute mail ID also. This is my mail ID. If you have any query, you can send your query. Acha, there were people who have sent me queries about the cash flow statement. I didn't answer to that mail. Why? Because I wanted to get this cash flow statement should explain first and then that query. Now I think so that question you can also answer on your own without my help. Okay? From your batch, someone has sent me a query. Got the answer, Sandeep? Yeah? Fine. So take care. God bless. Shabba care. All the best.